Yandy! Don't touch my business. Hi, Yandy.
This is my husband.
No, don't touch me. Tell your husband don't touch me.
Wait, let me. I know baby. No, baby. I know this was a kid.
Don't touch me.
No, I knew him since I was young. I knew him since I was young.
Don't touch me, nigga.
Don't talk to my husband like that. What are you doing? Don't talk to my husband like that.
Give me up.
The shocking truth about Yandy Smith Harris's past has finally been revealed, and it's a revelation that will leave you speechless for years. We've all believed that her relationship with Mendeecees Harris was the ultimate love story. Two people destined to be together through thick and thin. But what if everything we thought we knew was a lie? What if Mendeecees was never Yandy's first choice? As the drama unfolds, fans are left reeling after shocking new details about Yandy's double life have surfaced, painting a picture far darker than anyone could have imagined. Betrayals, secrets, and a love triangle that no one saw coming. This is a story you won't want to miss. Stay tuned, because what's coming next will change everything you thought you knew about this reality TV power couple for years. Fans of Yandy Smith Harris and Mendeecees Harris have been swept up in the fantasy of their fairy tale romance. We've watched them through thick and thin, witnessing their struggles, triumphs, and ultimate reunion after the drama that plagued their relationship. But what if the truth isn't as perfect as it seems? What if their story is far from the fairy tale we've been led to believe? In an exclusive interview, sources close to the couple have revealed a shocking truth about Yandy's past, and it's something fans never saw coming. Rumors circulating suggest that Mendeecees wasn't the first man in Yandy's heart. In fact, he wasn't even her first choice. Her emotional journey with him, it turns out, was more complicated than we could ever imagine. Yandy has always presented herself as a woman who found her soulmate in Mendeecees, a man who would love and care for her no matter what. But the reality behind their relationship is far murkier than fans knew. A family insider, who has asked to remain anonymous, has come forward with bombshell details about a passionate affair that Yandy had with another man. According to the source, this man was her true first love. This explosive revelation has left fans reeling, and many are questioning everything they thought they knew about the couple. Could it be that Mendeecees was never Yandy's first choice? Or was he simply a convenient option? Was her marriage to him built on a foundation of secrecy, lies, and a lingering attachment to someone else? The source goes on to reveal that Yandy's feelings for Mendeecees were never as strong as they appeared. Her connection with him was real, but it was far from the love story the world believed it to be. Instead, she was caught in a whirlwind of confusion, torn between loyalty to a man she loved in some ways and a desire to be with the man she truly longed for. But who is this mysterious other man? And why has he remained out of the spotlight for so long? Details are still trickling in, but what we do know is shocking. The man in question was no stranger to the world of reality TV. In fact, he was a well-known figure in the industry, someone who had a history with Yandy before she ever met Mendeecees. It's been suggested that Yandy and this mystery man had an intense, passionate relationship before her rise to fame. But as the pressures of the spotlight began to take their toll, Yandy found herself choosing a more stable path, a path that led her straight to Mendeecees. But even then, her connection to the mystery man never truly faded, according to the source. Their bond remained strong even after Yandy married Mendeecees. The source claims that Yandy and this man stayed in contact, exchanging messages and phone calls in secret, fueling the flames of a love that never really died. Fans have been quick to react to this bombshell. Some are in disbelief, insisting that this revelation can't possibly be true. "I can't believe this," one fan wrote on social media. "I always thought Yandy and Mendeecees were the perfect couple. This is a betrayal of everything we believed about them." Others, however, have come to Yandy's defense, claiming that she was merely following her heart and making the best decision she could at the time. But one thing is clear: family, friends, and fans of Yandy and Mendeecees are left divided. Was Yandy truly in love with Mendeecees, or was her heart always elsewhere? In the next part of this story, we'll delve deeper into the emotional conflicts that Yandy faced as she tried to navigate her feelings for both Mendeecees and the mystery man. We'll hear more about how their affair unfolded and what really happened behind closed doors. Stay tuned, because the drama is only just beginning. As the truth behind Yandy Smith Harris's double life begins to unfold, We're about to dive deeper into the emotional roller coaster she experienced, despite what we've seen on TV. Behind the scenes, Yandy's heart was torn between two men, Mendeecees Harris, whom she ultimately married, and the mystery man, the one who was her true first love. Their relationship, unbeknownst to the public, was far more complicated than anyone could have imagined. It all started years before Yandy became a household name. While she was still climbing the ladder of reality TV stardom, she met this man, someone whose charisma and presence captivated her in ways that Mendeecees never could. They shared an instant connection, one that was deep, intense, and filled with passion. According to our insider, their relationship was electric, filled with stolen moments, secret dates, and countless late-night calls. Yandy was head over heels for him, the source confides. But she couldn't be with him. Not at the time. The mystery man, according to the insider, was not just any celebrity. He was an industry heavyweight, a rising star in the music world, known for his charm and ability to sweep women off their feet, and Yandy was no exception. Their affair was well hidden from the public eye, a forbidden romance that only those closest to them knew about. It wasn't until after Yandy found herself in the spotlight that their relationship became strained. But despite the challenges, the fire between them never truly extinguished. At the same time, Mendeecees entered the picture, a man who was kind, steady, and always there when Yandy needed him. He was everything Yandy thought she wanted in a partner, especially as her career began to take off. While their connection was undeniable, it didn't compare to the intensity of her first love. But what was Yandy to do? She couldn't walk away from Mendeecees, especially not with the public eye always watching. So she made a choice. She stayed with him, even though her heart remained partially with the mystery man. Fans may not have known it, but during the early days of her marriage to Mendeecees, Yandy was still haunted by the memories of her passionate affair. She couldn't shake him, our source reveals. Every time she looked at Mendeecees, she knew he wasn't the one she truly wanted. But she told herself she was doing what was right, what was expected. The emotional tug-of-war Yandy faced was gut-wrenching. She tried to push her feelings for the mystery man to the back of her mind, but every encounter, every conversation, seemed to reignite the spark that had never truly died. The tension built as Yandy struggled to balance the love and loyalty she felt for Mendeecees with the desire that still burned for her first love. According to the insider, Yandy's frustration reached a boiling point. She started questioning everything: her relationship with Mendeecees, her career, even her happiness. She began to feel trapped, and the pressure was eating her alive. This internal conflict didn't stay hidden for long. Those closest to Yandy started to notice changes in her behavior. She was withdrawn, distracted, and increasingly emotional. Family members and friends began to ask her what was wrong, but Yandy remained tight-lipped, not ready to confront the truth. She didn't want to admit it. She didn't want to admit it to herself, let alone anyone else, says the source. She didn't want to appear weak, but she was torn between two men. But the secrecy couldn't last forever. The mystery man, sensing the growing distance between Yandy and Mendeecees, began to reappear in her life. Late-night text messages, sweet phone calls, and even chance encounters at industry events reignited the passion between them. There were nights when Yandy would cry herself to sleep, wishing she could be with him. The insider reveals, but she stayed with Mendeecees, trying to convince herself that she had made the right choice. Then the unthinkable happened one night. After a particularly emotional argument with Mendeecees, Yandy gave in to her feelings and met with the mystery man. It was a moment of weakness, a desperate attempt to find comfort in the arms of someone who truly understood her. The chemistry between them was undeniable, and for that one night, Yandy was able to forget everything: the cameras, the public eye, the expectations, and just be herself. But that moment of passion would come with consequences. The next morning, Yandy woke up with an overwhelming sense of guilt. She had betrayed Mendeecees in a way that couldn't be undone, says the source. She didn't know how to face him after that. But she couldn't stay away from the mystery man. Their connection was too strong. The affair continues. As the affair continued in secret, Yandy was forced to confront the truth. Her relationship with Mendeecees was growing more strained, and her public image as the loving wife was being tested. Fans began to notice cracks in the facade, and whispers of trouble in paradise began to swirl. She was walking a tightrope, the insider adds. She was trying to keep up appearances, but deep down, she was falling apart. To make matters worse, Yandy found herself being pulled in different directions. Her family, friends, and even some of her closest colleagues began questioning her choices. "You need to choose." Yandy, one of her closest friends, reportedly told her, "You can't keep doing this. You have to decide who you really want to be with." But the answer wasn't clear to Yandy. She was torn between the man she had committed to and the man who had never truly left her heart. A shocking twist just when Yandy thought things couldn't get any more complicated. A shocking twist occurred. The mystery man, who had been out of the public eye for some time, decided to make his presence known. He wasn't going to let Yandy go without a fight, and the way he did it sent shockwaves through her world. Tio find out what happened next, and how Yandy's world would be forever changed. You'll have to stay tuned for the final part of this explosive story. In the next part, we'll uncover the devastating consequences of Yandy's affair and what this means for her future with Mendeecees. The drama is far from over. Prepare for even more shocking twists that will leave you on the edge of your seat. The aftermath of Yandy Smith Harris's affair with the mystery man was nothing short of catastrophic. As whispers of their secret relationship began to surface, the pressure on Yandy intensified. She could no longer hide from the truth. Her double life had been exposed, and her world was about to come crashing down around her. The mystery man, once a fleeting part of Yandy's past, was now stepping back into the spotlight. He knew the media and the public would be dying to know the truth, and he wasn't afraid to spill the beans. In a series of cryptic social media posts, he hinted at the details of their secret rendezvous, sending fans into a frenzy. People started connecting the dots, putting two and two together, and soon enough, the story became an undeniable headline. Despite Yandy's best efforts to keep her personal life private, the truth was out, and the fallout was just beginning. A public scandal unfolds. What was once private was now at the center of a media storm that threatened to tear apart Yandy's carefully crafted image. But it wasn't just the media reacting. It was her family, her friends, and even Mendeecees. The tension reached a boiling point when Mendeecees, blindsided by the news, confronted Yandy in an explosive argument. Cameras weren't rolling, but those present say emotions ran high. Mendeecees was furious, devastated by the betrayal and heartbroken that the woman he had built a life with had been carrying on a secret affair. "How could you do this to me?" he reportedly yelled. "How long has this been going on, Yandy? How long?" Yandy, shaken and overcome with guilt, struggled to respond. Her emotions were all over the place, but the truth was undeniable. The love and loyalty she once felt for Mendeecees had been overshadowed by the passion and connection she had with the mystery man. It was a bitter pill for Mendeecees to swallow. "I gave you everything, everything," he shouted, his voice cracking with emotion. "And you still went behind my back." Yandy tried to explain, but words seemed futile. She knew there was no excuse for what she had done, yet she couldn't deny that her heart had never truly been with Mendeecees in the way the public believed. The mystery man had always been there in the background, a constant reminder of what Yandy had left behind in pursuit of a life that society deemed bettered. A family divided as the argument between Yandy and Mendeecees escalated. Their family was left divided. The Mendeecees family, who had always supported Yandy, was now questioning her motives. They couldn't understand how she could betray the man who had done so much for her. "She's been lying to us all this time," one relative reportedly said, their voice filled with anger. What kind of woman does this to the father of her children? Yandy, on the other hand, felt alone and misunderstood. She knew her actions had caused irreversible damage, but she also couldn't shake the feeling that she had made the wrong choice all along. "I'm sorry," Yandy whispered, tears streaming down her face. "But I was never truly happy, Mendeecees. I never meant to hurt you." Betrayal beyond the heart. The betrayal wasn't just emotional. It was financial. Mendeecees had invested heavily in their relationship, their businesses, and their family life. But now, the foundation of their partnership was crumbling. Mendeecees was left wondering if their marriage had ever been genuine. Fans who had once rooted for them now felt betrayed. Some even started to turn on Yandy. "She's nothing but a liar," one fan commented on social media. She used Mendeecees for his fame and money. As the fallout from the affair continued, Yandy found herself increasingly isolated. The mystery man had faded into the background, but the damage was done. Mendeecees' public image was now tarnished, and so was hers. The public began questioning her motives, and the cracks in their marriage were impossible to ignore. Yandy, devastated by her actions, knew that no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't turn back time. But what would happen next? Could Yandy salvage her marriage with Mendeecees? Or was this the end of their relationship? Fans were desperate to know how this story would end. Would Yandy and Mendeecees work through their issues and come out stronger? Or was their love story over for good? Was this affair a sign that their love was doomed from the start? With the mystery man fading into the background, Yandy was left to pick up the pieces of her shattered life. She had to face the consequences of her actions, and it was clear that the road to redemption wouldn't be easy. But Yandy wasn't going down without a fight. Despite everything that had happened, she wasn't ready to give up on her family. Her children, her career, and her own happiness were all on the line. She had to make a choice. Could she repair her fractured marriage with Mendeecees, or was she destined to continue living in the shadows of her past mistakes? In the end, what remains unclear is whether Yandy and Mendeecees can truly move past this betrayal. Can a marriage survive a secret affair, or is the damage too deep to heal? Fans are left wondering what the future holds for the couple and for Yandy herself. Will she stay with Mendeecees for the sake of their family, or will she follow her heart back to the man she once loved? Now, we turn to you, the viewers. What do you think? Should Yandy and Mendeecees try to rebuild their relationship, or is it time for them to part ways? Do you believe Yandy can ever regain the trust of her family and fans, or has she permanently damaged her reputation? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new episode of the drama-filled life of Yandy Smith Harris and Mendeecees Harris. Stay tuned for more updates on this explosive saga.